Okay, we tried to install, wipe this drive on this machine, and it was, according to the what we were seeing, it was going to take us all day to wipe it. So we're going to figure something out. We're going to leave that one alone for now, and then we're going to make something out of this one. Okay, so this is an old FM2 motherboard. It's got an A8 7600 APU, which means it has a video card and a CPU on one die. Now, since I've owned it, the internal GPU has never been used. I've always run it with a video card. And you can see there's a video card there. That's an R7 240, 1 gigabyte. And beneath it is a Sound Blaster card. And it runs at 3.1 gigahertz. There's 16 gigs of DDR3, 1866. And it's not a bad machine. It's got a, what, 250 hard drive, 250 gig, or 128. How big are you? 128? Yeah, 128. Just a 128 for now, because we're going to do something today on this machine. And we're going to install Ubuntu Studio. We're just going to do the install video. We're not going to do any updates or anything like that. We're just going to do the install. This will be installation only, and it's only going to be wiping the hard drive, installing the system. That's all. That's all we're going to cover today. All right, so let's have a look at the machine and the setup. So we got a little, how big is this? 21-inch monitor. And here's the machine. Now I've had this case for ages. I bought it for 40 bucks on sale about 8 years ago, maybe more than that. It does have a side panel, and there is like a, I'll show it to you later. There's like an opening and you can see the insides. And it's got, this is what, I know this is going to make you all laugh, but see that? Piano black. Piano black. So in here is a history of stuff that's been put inside of it. And a card reader. And for complete overkill purposes, another card reader. But this is a Rosewell, and it's a bootable, like you can boot USB off of this thing. It's extremely reliable. I mean, it's a very good piece of hardware. It was about $45, $50, but it was worth it. I got two of them actually, one for another machine. And of course the optical drive. All these ports all work. If I'm not mistaken, they're all connected. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that, sorry. All of those front USBs are connected, I think. Now I do see a dangler, but I hope that's just the front audio panel. Okay, so let's get to the install. Oh, hang on a second. We need to reposition. We need to reposition. Reposition. How do we do this now? How are we going to do this? Okay, let's move it forward. Okay, how is that? Can I put you on the other side? No. Okay. The Ubuntu Studio install is on this 32 gig drive. So let's have a look. Hopefully we got power. Yes, we do. Here we go. So hopefully the keyboard works, everything works. Delete. Delete. Yay! Okay, here we go. Now I want to show you this BIOS because it's an older BIOS, but there we go. All right. Got a mouse. Good. Okay, so here we go. It tells us everything we need to know. I haven't updated the BIOS on this yet. No, haven't found a reason for it to do so. So here's our CPU, 3.1 gig, 10 compute cores and 4. So it's a 4-core processor and a 6-core graphics processor, if that makes any sense to you. 16 gigs, 1866, English. You don't have to worry about security. Let's go to boot. And we want to go to the priority boot option 1 will be our, where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Now we've changed it to the boot. We're going to wipe what's on here off. I'm going to go to advanced quickly just to see the state of config. HCI, good. Serial data 6, good. Okay. And we check the onboard because I do believe, okay, the off, alright, LAN's good. And serial port should be off too. Yeah, alright. Okay, so we got the boot. Kingston, good. Alright. Here we go. So remember, we're installing Ubuntu Studio. Save changes. We haven't made any changes except for the boot, but I don't know why I said anything. Okay, let's cross our fingers and hope it picks up the USB. Yes. Try or install. Either or. Now you'll notice that the USB controller I'm using is a USB 3. So let's hope it's fast. This is just the install video. We're not going to do anything else. Yeah, that'll be another video because we're going to update it and all this. Okay. There's a little bit of weirdness going on. Is that it? No? Good. There we go. It's, wow. I'm getting the feeling this is either a heavy operating system, or maybe the hardware is lacking. It's 3.1 gigahertz, four cores. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. Okay. All right. Can we... It doesn't appear to be... where's the buttons? Here we go. Let's auto. See if we can auto. Easy zooming. No. No. This is interesting. There we go. Auto and see now. You see that? It was kind of out of whack. So now it's installed. I mean, not installed. It's this. We're running off the USB. Up here you can see we got no network, which is good. So we're just going to go install. Here we go. Now this is the most recent one I've... That's okay. It's asking us. It's telling us that we're not connected to the internet. Doesn't matter. I hope. Yes, English. Okay. Install alongside, replace a partition, erase disk, and use the entire thing. There's an encrypt system thing here too. Generally, I don't use those sort of things or resort to that unless I'm told to. Alright, let's put our name in here. Yeah, let's just use Adrian. What's the name of this computer? It's gonna be Mr. Studio. Yeah, let's go Mr. Studio. Okay, log in automatically. Come on. Next. Okay, this just tells you everything that's going to happen. Let's go. Install. It's about to make changes. Install now. Here we go. So it's creating new partition, new root. How long is this going to take? Oh, pretty good. So once the install is finished, we're going to take the drive out, return it to boot from the hard drive, and then reboot it and see how it performs. Still unconnected to the network. We'll get to that later. We'll get to the network later because one of the things I like to do when I install Linux is once the install is finished, you update the operating system. And normally in these systems I found that it updates usually pretty much everything that's on the drive, which is interesting and good. I've been using Linux for about since 2000 and maybe no earlier than that. I tinkered with it in 1998, and I actually think I remember getting Ubuntu 6 on a CD from my local electronics shop just down the road, and I remember bringing it home, throwing it in the computer, installing it, and running it. And the only reason I didn't stick with it is because it didn't play games. And for some people that's a bit of a, that's the end of the road for them. That's as far as it goes. But, and that's as far as it went for me until recently. I've been tinkering with Kdenlive Live on Windows, and you got a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn there. There's a bunch of stuff, and I'm about to embark on that little road, and this machine's going to help us. Yes. Also, and the machine that I ran Ubuntu 6 on back then was an AMD, either it was a Duron 800 or 900 with 128 megabytes of RAM, I think. And I believe it had a 32 megabyte video card and a Sound Blaster sound card. And it worked. Everything worked out of the box. That was the one thing that got me completely interested in this, is because everything worked out right after install. You didn't have to install network drivers. You didn't have to install sound drivers. You didn't have to install video graphics drivers. All of that was removed with this install, with Linux. That's part of the reason I like it, because it's it does a couple of things really well, but for some people there might be a learning curve, or maybe just a general discomfort with the new operating system. pretty much. You get all of that too. Like Windows 10 got it, Windows 11 got it, and I'm pretty sure Windows 12, if it ever comes out, if it's called 12, will probably get it. And it's just people are resistant to change, and I'm resistant to change as well. There's certain things that I like to do on the computer, and you get used to doing things in a certain way, and as you get older, those young people, they're young, they don't know, right? Because you've been using it for so long, you know what to do, you know what to expect. Whereas the young people, they're just getting their feet wet, and they're learning as they go along, and they listen to you. I know I was there. I was in my tech support years, my early tech support years. I learned a great deal, a lot about people, and not just computers, but people in general. Like you deal with them every day. My last job, it was 300 people, 300 end users on one floor, and it was a good job. I really liked it, and it taught me about people. And you know, given the amount of space and the amount of people there, was okay. Here we go. Let's restart now, and let's take that drive out. Okay. As soon as we go to screen, come on. Please remove installation medium and then enter. Okay, now let's go back into the BIOS. See what's booting. I'm just going to go right to boot. That's all we want. Ubuntu, there you go. See that? Perfect. Exit. Wait. Go cancel just a second. Hang on. Can we escape this? Exit without saving? No. Shoot. You know what? Save changes and exit. I thought I made a mistake somewhere along the line. Let's see if I did. No, looks like it took. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's in. Alright, let's see. Very good. The video card is one gig, so let's see how that would have any issue on the system, but here we are. I thought it was going to log in automatically. So it's a KDE desktop. Plasma. Ooh. Let's see if it's got any eye candy. Here we are. Are we up? No fancy wallpaper. This is it? Okay. Really? Huh. Alright, so it's kind of... I don't know. Let's see. Alright. See, there's the sound. There's your network. What do we got here? Notifications, updates, clipboard, night color, control. Ooh. KDE Connect, disks and devices, power management, vaults, and lock key status. Looks like a miniature control panel. Pretty good. What's this? Minimize all windows and the time and date. Pretty good. Oh, off. Okay. Alright, let's look in the system. Is there a system? Yes. Alright, info center or system info, system monitor, system log. Just go into info center. Okay, about this. System. Can you see this? Okay. Low latency you. All right. So it says here it sees the CPU using up a bit of. It even tells us the graphics processor. Holy crap. Okay, system monitor. External app. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, wow. This is very interesting. I like this. So this is like Task Manager. Can we change the view? Add chart as desktop widget. Oh, wow. So you could, all right, okay. Can we change the views? Can we change the views? No. Huh. Applications, just the info center, history. Oh, here we are, a graph. Can we make it faster? Oh no, it's going from the left to the right. On Windows it goes from the right to the left. Alright. Okay, so that gives you CPU history, memory history, and network history. Okay. Processes. Does it give us a list of how many? No. It's quite a few though. Alright. Looks good. There's a tool. Launch info center. Okay. Alright, close that. Energy. No energy information. Devices. Storage devices. Hard disk drive. Now you see, it sees here the memory card readers. So here's our hard drive. Not the hard, this SSD. There is no hard drive. However, it shows you that it's on the USB bus as a compact flash. So that must be one of the devices on the Roswell. It must be because it's one of those is connected. We'll see. So here we go, processors. It shows you all the processors and what they can do. It's pretty good. CPU gives us all the info of the CPU. Interrupts. PCI status. VGA compatible controller. Audio device. Host bridge, PCI bridge. USB controller. So it's all there. Is there any problems? Nope. Okay. Smart status. Oh. There's this device appears to be working as expected. Okay. Detailed information. This is very interesting. This is good. I suppose you can select it all, yeah. Okay, why is there an exclamation mark beside the smart status? Should we ignore it? Partition manager? No. Okay, what about USB devices? There we go. There's our keyboard and mouse. That's good. Alright, looks good. Graphics contains. Oh wow. Go back. Hang on. Graphics. So this just gives you. Oh, it's even got Vulkan info on here. Wow. Okay. Now the network's not connected, so it ain't gonna give us anything. So we're going to finish fiddling with it and end this video because we've come as far as we can with what we've planned to do today. I hope this was good. Now let's see, how do we shut down? How do we shut down? Surely there's a shutdown manager somewhere. Let's see. No, networks. There's gotta be a. It's gotta be a. Is it over here? Oh yes, here it is. Okay, shutdowns. The reason I look over here is because in some distributions there's an exit method up here, but in here, it appears like everything is up here that you're going to use is up here. And we're going to go through all of this in a little while. So there it is. Just like in Windows, it's got its own little spot. So let's go shut down. Let's see what happens. Yes, shut down. Let's see. Right off. Perfect. So it's less than half an hour video. Hopefully that was good for you and you learned or saw something. Thanks. Bye.